Hey, what's going on, everyone? I want to start by thanking you for taking the time to watch this video. It's got a really important message. I would really appreciate it if you'd watch it all the way through. If you don't know, I was Rebel Woman Keto, now Love Always Amanda. I've been reworking through getting my book published, and let me tell you a little bit about my backstory. I did keto. I started keto about 2.5 years ago. I did that solid for a year and a half. Actually did carnivore for 2 months. Got down, lost 100 pounds. And a year ago, I was about 191 pounds. And I started antidepressants. And it's been quite a journey through that. And so I've put on about 80 pounds since then. In February, when my girlfriend dumped me, my then girlfriend, dumped me, I got down to about 230 pounds. So since then I've put on about 40 pounds. So I am right at, I want to say 268 today. I've been back on my diet, my keto diet, since Sunday, and I'm gonna tell you guys what happened and how I'm finding my way back. I've been up and down. After my breakup with my then girlfriend in February, she said, and a lot of you, if you've seen those videos, you know, she had said that I was very controlling, and she didn't know who I was anymore, and I seemed like a different person. So I actually had went back to my primary care doctor, and she referred me to a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist hooked me up with a therapist that works in her office, and it's been, the transformation has been mind-boggling. To the point that people, or people will say that I'm very calm. I'm a lot lighter. I'm not as aggressive and as I used to be. And I guess my anxiety has come down a lot too. And so we've worked through a couple of books. We worked through Women Who Love Too Much. We just finished The Dance of Anger. Great books, great transformation in me, and processing through, some of the reasons why I stopped working on my book. I had a business coach that I really just wanted to help me get my book done, and she really wanted me to go another way. And so do I want to help other people? Absolutely. Do I want to be somebody else's version or idea of me? Absolutely not. I've walked a lot of this journey by myself, and so I don't want anyone in any way, shape, or form really taking credit for that or trying to transform that into something it's not. This is my journey. It's been my blood, sweat, tears, my pain, So I finally was able to go back to church on Sunday. We had our first gathering since all this COVID stuff started, and my thoughts and feelings about that, that I'll leave that for another time. If you want to know my thoughts and feelings on that, that's a conversation we can have in my DM. But so we had in person live service, and I went, and so this service was talking about it was the part about Jesus going, and he didn't wash his hands before he ate, and it talks about how we've misinterpreted these things that we're supposed to do, like the Lord's Prayer, and they just recite through the Lord's Prayer really quick to eat. And so it was very moving, because it talks about, and we're talking about things that we have that are holding us back, things that we're ashamed of, and how we, put our hands down, or put our heads down, our hands over our faces, and we have shame. And so there's a part where they said, okay, put your hands down, whatever that is, I want you to let it go, let Jesus in. And so I'm sitting there in church, and I've got my head down and palms up. I'm begging, like, God, Jesus, come, consume me, take this away. And I don't feel anything. I'm sitting there and I'm begging. I'm just, come in, save me, come, and I don't even know what that's supposed to feel like. I would think I would feel something. And so we get up and we do communion with our little, prepackaged grape juice and cracker. And, I had went with my friend Angela, and Angela's been great through all this. She's dealt with her own things, and we went to a recovery thing weekend before last, and it's been great to have somebody check on me, and somebody that's, that can understand it. And so I'm standing there with her and her family, and her stepmom walks over to me, and Angela's been telling me for a few weeks that I need to go talk to Cheryl, that I need to have Cheryl, Sharebo me. And these are great people. They're people that I'm friends with. I'm family. I go to their house, and they don't expect me to knock. I come right in, and everything happens for a reason. How I ended up at this church, how I ended up meeting them, how all this transpired is all, it's all in I really believe it's the work of God. So I'm sitting there, and we're saying the doxology, and she walks over and she grabs my hand, and she's on my left side, closest to my heart, and she holds my hand, and so she says, Jesus sent a message for you. And I'm like, oh my God, like, how does she know? How does she know that I was struggling? I was begging Jesus come in. I wanted to be moved. I wanted to feel something. I kind of felt when I was sitting there, palms up, it made me think of the Eminem song, palms are sweaty, because I was just like, come on, man. I felt almost like there was a little bit of a struggle, like maybe like an internal thing, or like maybe he was trying to get in. Maybe Jesus was trying to get in, and I don't even know how to let those walls down. I don't even know what that feels like. I don't know. I didn't grow up in a house where we talked about it. I don't know that we never said like that we didn't believe, but we really didn't go to church. We didn't read the Bible. And so she comes over and she starts, praying over me and saying, you're not alone. It's not me. You got to drop the me. It's we. He's with you. And that's something I've struggled with my whole life, because I've really felt like I've been alone. Even the other day I was, telling my best friend, like, I've been through so much in life. I don't know what's real and what's not, because I've been hurt so much that, my own mother abandoned me when I was 4.5 years old. And I don't even know what happened to her. I just know she's gone. I don't know if she's dead, she's alive. We assume she's dead. It's been so long, but, it's just, what do we do? And, most of my life I've felt like I'm in an episode of The Truman Show. Like, everything's just been planned, and I'm like, there's no way that somebody's life could be this bad. There's just no way. I'm born, to addicts, and I'm premature, and I almost die so many times, and I first try to kill myself when I'm, maybe 9 years old, and there's just no way. But that's my life. And so this me mentality has served me. It served me well, because I've survived. I've thrived at some points, and she says that I don't need to be manic. I'm all or nothing. It's either 200% or it's nothing. And so I go full force working on my book, and then something happens and I drop everything, right? So I'm finding my balance. That was something that she talked about, that I need to find my balance. And I can't explain to you the emotion that I felt, how overwhelmed it was for me to, in that moment, be struggling with letting God in, letting Jesus in, not knowing what it even was supposed to feel like, and then to have someone come over and tell me, hey, he sent a message for you. And if that's not, God, miraculous. And I feel completely different. One of my friends asked me, well, how do you feel now? I feel like the weight's lifted. I feel lighter. I feel empowered even to really stay on this path and, get back on my diet, lose weight, get back to, I felt so good when I lost all that weight. I was, I could work out, and my joints weren't hurting, and my fingers and every limb on my body wasn't hurting, my knees weren't hurting, and I felt good. My anxiety hadn't gone away, no matter how hard I tried, but I want to get back to that. I want to get back to feeling better. I want to get back to feeling better about myself when I look in the mirror. And I'm you can see I've put on a little bit of weight. I have a little bit of my chin back and everything, but I wanted to share that with everyone, because, whether or not you believe in God, that's for everyone to figure out for themselves, but I do. And I really believe that everything happens for a reason. And I know I've kind of gotten off track for about a year, but I'm back on it, and I have people in my life to support me, and I'm gonna go start going to meetings, and I feel like I haven't even had the urge to use, I haven't had the urge to carb out or have sugar and numb my feelings or whatever. So I'm feeling really great, and I look forward to what happens when I go back to church this Sunday, and I'm having dinner with Angela and her family on Thursday, and it feels great to have people that speak a language that maybe you don't know how to speak yet. I don't know. Maybe I don't. I mean, I've been talking to God my whole life, but maybe I wasn't speaking the right language, or I don't know. But it's overwhelming. I cried most of Sunday, and I hope that this inspires someone else to reach out and let it in. Thanks for watching, guys. See y'all later. Bye.